Yo, how we doing? It's
What's
your
that?
boy Wisdom Devine, and it's the No Name Podcast on Wisdom Devine TV. And where's my boy?
Hey, it's Tomi. How y'all been? What's up?
Hey, so bro, they thought we was done or what, bro?
I don't know. Nigga think what they want.
Listen, bro. At the end of the day, like you said to me, life be lifing. We had some things to do. I was out in Wisconsin going through a mental battle, trying to figure it out, and I couldn't give it to the people unless I had it right here first, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I want to thank the people that stayed along and, asked, where's the podcast? And, continue to listen to the old stuff because we got stuff that I know everybody hasn't listened to. So jump on that. But for them haters, we on your neck, suckers. But, bro, season 3, episode 1, we calling this one Welcome to the Kingdom. And I want to ask, who do we have with us today?
Hey man, it's Javion, man. I'm glad to be here, man. The Kingdom CEO. We here, 2024, man. We here, we pushing.
The boss.
Yes,
So,
sir.
man, listen. First off, let me say this to you, man. It's an honor, one, to have you on here. One of the reasons is when I was going through what I was going through in Minnesota, man, before I left San Antonio, I seen you pushing your brand, and I was like, man, let me grab something. But I wanted to make sure, though, before I put it on, it was for a reason. And I wanted to make sure that it stood out to you, but also that it could be something that a lot of people could see, you know? So, I remember going to record my singles shake therapy session and bedroom secrets. And I remember going to the studio and telling the dude, like, hey, look, man, I need a good shot. Make sure you take a real good shot of me standing in front of the booth. And if you see, when you look at my profile picture, that picture is actually with your outfit on, man. So I wanted to, one, let you know how much that meant to me to wear your brand, but also two, I wanted to make you proud and actually have a shot where it made sense. You know what I'm saying? That you actually can know that I felt honored to put on your brand, bro. So let me, one, tell you that, bro, that I'm very much thankful that you're here today, because I really feel like my listeners definitely gonna have a good treat to having you in here today, man. So first off, thank you.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad to be here.
So look, man, without further ado, man, can you tell us, I don't want to tell your story. Can you tell us, like, who you are, what's the kingdom, how you got to where you are today?
So the Kingdom is a little brand that I started that represents me as a person. So when I was 17, I had lost my mom. So I asked myself the question, what now? Like, where do I go here? What's the next step? So I was like, I gotta be a king. Like, I gotta make my own decisions. I gotta uplift myself. I gotta uplift people. Like, there's still things to be done. So that started the Kingdom brand. So yeah, each letter in the Kingdom stands for something that represents me.
Could you mind elaborating if you don't mind?
So the K stands for knowledgeable. The I stands for invincible. The N stands for noble. The G stands for greatness. The D stands for driven. The O stands for observant. And the M stands for majestic.
Bro, power in words, bro. That's very
Yeah.
powerful. And honestly, you know, from just me knowing the things that I got to observe, around you, seeing you at school, seeing you on the basketball court, seeing you around your friends, each one of those qualities definitely hit who you are, man. And like I never knew that buying it, and I wish I did know that because that was one of the things. Like when I first talked to Tomi, I wanted I was like, yeah, I know war means go, but what does that mean to you? You know what I'm saying? And I should have asked you because I really got so caught up on just I love the way it said the kingdom, and I love the crown, and the detail is what caught me, and so I didn't never think to ask you what was the story really behind it. So let me say first off, as somebody who lost their dad, young man, condolences to you, but much respect to you for using that pain and turning it into champagne. Because at the end of the day, some people can't do that. You use that as something as a driving force to keep you going. And now that you have it going, what year did you start this?
2022.
So 2022, right when I was leaving. Okay.
Right.
So since I've left, and it's been some time now. What has been the struggles of being a young Black entrepreneur in college trying to push your brand?
Man, that's it right there, man. It's like the biggest struggle for me is time management. Like, how do you cipher through it all? You gotta put your priorities first, like, and then you can do everything else. So it's like management. Management is the hardest thing.
And so, how do you try to continue to manage, but stay on top of the academics, since that what is the most important point?
Right. So since I lost my mom, like the whole family, like both sides, mom's side, dad's side, it's a lot of pressures, a lot of expectations, a lot of I don't even know like the word for it. It's just pressure, a lot of weight on my shoulders. So I gotta graduate for them. Like it's really not even for me. It's really for my mom. Like I wanna make her proud, like so she know like looking down, like okay, like he's still going, he's still pushing, he's still trying at least, like because it's so many other routes like you can go. Like once you go through something like tragic, like so your mind can go places. Like, and my mind went places, but it's about it's about moving with the hand you dealt. Like you gotta play your cards. Like at the end of the day, everybody got a different hand, but we all got a choice. Like, I feel like that's the most important aspect of it. Like you still got the choice. So my choice is to do what I gotta do and be successful. Like chase success. Like that's it.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
So, like, when you talk about those pressures, right?
Right.
Right, and this is something that you know, I when you said it, it kind of touched me. You know how like you said, you're really not doing it for you, you're doing it for your mom, right? And I'm gonna tell you something that, as somebody that everything that I do today, I say I do it for my kids, right? Because me and my mother didn't have the best relationship, and my dad is like he was a man. I really we didn't have a relationship. Like he died when I was 10, so I didn't know a lot about life. And so what I did know about him, it was very little, you feel me? And I did in that time, I used to be saying, I don't care about school. I don't really care about school. I'm gonna just do it because I have enough respect for my mother. I still respect her. We don't have a good relationship at all. I don't even talk to her. But hearing you talk about losing your mom and trying to do things for her, I'm gonna tell you that your mom would say you got to do it for you first, because she would want you to always put you first, because that's where it starts with. Yeah, you doing it for her, but you got to remember that if you don't care, you're really not doing it for her, because you got to put your heart and soul in it, because that's how you got here. It's through her heart and soul. So always keep that in mind, bro. Never put that in your heart to just say, I'm doing it for her, because you got to do it for you. Because if you don't do it for you at the very least, she's the bigger picture. But at the very least, you got to do it for you. Because if not, you'll never get no enjoyment out of it, and you'll hate what you're doing. And then it just becomes, I'm just doing it for moms. And moms would never want you to do something just because. She wants you to do it because you love it and you know that it's the right thing to do. Like you said, the choice. Right? Always keep that in mind, bro, because that's something that I had to keep me going once my relationship kind of dwindled with my mom. We never had the best relationship, but when I no longer had a purpose to push for her, I had to push for me. Right? And in those days when you can't reach the mom, right? So then you got to know here, I got to stay strong here. Like, I just had a whole mental breakdown today. You know that? Like we started late on the podcast because I had a whole mental breakdown. Like, I don't have a problem even talking about that because I've lost a lot. I've dealt with a lot of loss, through my own mishaps and things that I can't change. And so I'm very big on always telling people, love yourself first. Love those people that love you. Hold those people high that are no longer here, but always remember they're gonna want you to love whatever you're doing because they loved you. You feel me? Like, never forget that, bro. Like, ever, bro. But like when we talked about those struggles, though, because everything is not always bad. What has been some success that has been going on, since mom passed, since you actually then started the brand? What has been the success in this story?
Man, the support, man, the support, and seeing it grow every day. Like, every day is something new. Like, I think the most random, but I think the best feeling is like when I'm just feeling like going around my everyday life or whatever, and like a random person sees me and like, hey, like, you to do with the kingdom. Like, I think that's loud.
I'm gonna be honest. The brand sticks out, bro. It sticks out. Like, I'm gonna be honest. It's like you, Tomi, and my boy Simo. Simo, I love you. Wherever you at out in the world, my boy, I love you. Simo, I love you. Like, True Geek, War, and the Kingdom. For me, bro, you guys stood out to me because I got to see the charisma in you guys. I got to see how people cling to you out. Like, I don't think right now, because y'all are living it, y'all are in it, but y'all are innovators of y'all time. What y'all doing is not easy, bro. Like, I got friends that I grew up with that started this and they stopped. Right? I tried it and I stopped. You understand? And it's because I got my brand on right now. Like, I'll stand up and show it. You know what I'm saying? I got my brand on, but I never continue to push it the way that it should have been, right? But I admire you guys because I seen the ups and the downs that you guys went through, but it's continued to push. So I want to say, bro, whatever I can do moving forward, because I got to get some more clothes anyway. But even, have you on the pod, pushing this out to my people, telling my people to support. We're going to make sure that the website and all his contact information is going to be in the description box, for you people. And I want to make sure that you understand that, this is an actual movement right up on the top right hand side of the screen, right beside him. That's actual him and his team showing like what they do. And if you give them a follow on Instagram, you're going to see that picture. But I wanted to make sure that I give this man his flowers because at the end of the day, he has really, shown me that, you can go through something and people never knew. I never knew he lost his mom until today. I didn't know these things. I didn't know the acronyms of what kingdom meant. I never knew that. But see, this is why things like this is important, and people need to tap in and listen to these type of stories because everybody's experienced death, but not everybody might not have that type of mentality that you have to keep going, man.
Yeah.
Because I've shut down in a lot of things in life. I don't think I would have had the mental capacity, losing someone so young that was the person that took care of me. My dad didn't take care of me. I live with my mother. You understand? So if I lost my mother, I don't know how I would have turned out. Even like I'm telling you right now, we didn't have the best relationship. I still have to keep that in mind. That's why, I say that, I love the fact that you hold your mother so high, because I don't really know what that feels like, but I admire people who I can feel their energy. So I get to experience it through you, even though I have never went through it. You understand? So like most importantly, man, like tell me, bro, it's like we haven't been on and we haven't really talked much. We seen each other a few times throughout since I've been back to
Yeah,
Texas.
my few little visits to them.
But we said that we were gonna wait to get on the pod before we actually, so it can be organic, bro. So let me say first off, you know what I'm saying? Good to actually, view you. Good to be back on the pod, man. And how has your brand been going?
I mean, I've been on a little pause with it, so I was just letting things go because school, like how he was saying, it is a little hassle, so I ain't trying to lag behind too much. I know he's about to graduate. This boy he got it going. Look at him, he's smiling now.
Hey,
hey,
congrats!
He about to graduate.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
I seen him been like when I first met him, it was on campus with
Yeah,
everybody else.
same.
He was studying though. Like I just met him in the library, because they was like we used to go to group spot, and he was up there, and I was like, oh, cool, blah blah blah. That's how we met. He was always on it, so I was like, oh yeah. He gonna get to it, and the way he is, you can tell he really passionate about what he's doing. So
For sure.
ain't never been nothing to like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just do a little bit, and now he pedal to the metal. Always.
But I'm gonna ask you something though, bro. So when you say like the time management thing, right? But this is my thing. I want to ask both of you. The quality of the clothes. How have y'all made that work? Because I have both of y'all clothes. Like how did y'all make that work? How did you go through the process of knowing I'm gonna pick this particular fabric? Whichever one of you can go first. But I would like to know, like, how did y'all figure out this is the fabric that I'm gonna use? This is the actual logo. How did you go through that process?
Go ahead, Tomi.
All right. For really, I just put time. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna look into what I really want to do. Especially because for me, I've been wanting to start a brand for a long time. I just never actually got to it because when I was too young. When I wanted to do, I was like 10. So I was just yeah. So like after that, I was like, all right, how am I gonna do this? Blah blah blah. But I'm a 10-year-old that's broke, and then also my sister was like, you can't do that. So I was really like, I'm gonna do that one day, and I'm gonna prove you wrong. I just never really got onto it, so I was just planning, looking at stuff, looking at different things like that, like seeing different fashion stuff, like on YouTube or even on different social medias, like back when Twitter was really actually an information hub. Back on Tumblr before like everybody got off of it, like you see different photos, things like that. So I guess like internally, eventually over time, I just picked up on everything I really needed. So when it came down to really think about it, things kind of like started getting more seamless because I already like have enough understanding for the most part.
Gotcha.
Right.
And then also I still look things up just to actually know because things change. So
you research it as you're still going.
yeah.
So are you following do you research other successful brands, other entrepreneurs, or what?
That's actually something I don't always do. I don't actually look into other people's brands. I just go look into like what's overall. Like,
so what you look at what's popular?
No, not popular, but what's overall like what I think is nice, essentially.
So you go off of how you feel, and then that's how you go. Okay, got it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, fashion and anything that's an art form is an expression of whatever, like So I know that's why I've always wanted to look into I look into other people, but I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I look into everybody. Nah, that's not me. I look into whatever I feel like. If I think it's nice, I'm gonna look up, see the whole line, see everything, just go through it. I don't need to sit there and just like focus on them because I'm not trying to copy them, but I'm gonna still look through it because I like it. Like if I like it enough, I'll try to wear it. I'll try to make some.
Yeah, because I noticed that's what you were doing. I actually, where you get that from? That's a prototype? And you be like, yeah, it's just, I'm just looking at it right now to see how it's gonna go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so like, what about you, Jay? What's your creative process? How did you go through trying to figure out, the logo and on trying to figure out the fabrics and things of that nature?
So for me, it's all like mental art. Like I just think about it in my head, like what makes me. So with me, like a king, like my favorite animal is a lion. I got it tatted on me and stuff like that. So, and I like all the things like a lion represents, like courage, honor, loyalty, royalty, stuff like that. So that's why my logo is a lion, because like that's me.
Fire.
So, and then as far as like the fabrics and stuff, like with these, I got some jumpsuits right here. With these, it was kind of like more of a Nike Tech kind of
Hold on, we
look.
can't see you. We can't see you.
You can't see me?
Move your mouse a little bit.
You're like paused.
I mean, we can still hear you though, so keep going.
Yeah, we can still hear you, but I heard some rumblings of some clothes, and I want them to catch it. That's why you're paused, but we can still hear you. It just when I heard that rumble, I said, "Hold on now, hold on."
Yeah, I don't know. My thing frozen.
Yep, you are frozen. I mean, you can keep talking, but don't worry. If need be, all you got to do is you can send it to me, and I will add it to the video. Don't you even worry. I can add it in. Whatever you want to do. If you want me to put what they look like, I can put everything up for them. Don't even trip. Whatever you want, we can do it. You can just keep talking, and I'll have it for them.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like, so my logo is just a lion, because like that's what I view myself as, the king of the jungle. But I guess life is almost like a jungle, man. You gotta find a way to make it, find a way to survive, make your own decisions, man.
Oh, you came back.
Oh, I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
I like that. I like that.
What was the rumblings? Let me see what the rumblings was about.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Got some jumpsuits, man.
Hey, when those new ones drop?
Oh yeah, this one I'm finna drop next.
Oh yeah, I need that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when those drop? Because I got the OG ones, but I ain't got the new ones yet. So what's up?
I need that.
Man, these finna drop this month, man. I got a new video coming soon. Tap in on my Instagram, man. It's coming soon this month.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna tag all that, man. I'm gonna tag it all.
It's a light blue one right here.
Fire.
Yeah, man. Then I got on that purple joint right now.
Oh, I know the cute dogs like that one. I know the Qs like that one. Shout out to the bros. I know they like that. Hey, no, so listen, for the people who like maybe, let's say, because I got young middle school and high school kids who actually listen to my podcast. That's why I try to be wary of the language I use most times, but also life is life, and they have to understand that things go on, that are outside of our control, and adults do talk in a certain way at times, but it's a time and a place for everything. But what would you say to a young kid who may come across this video and they have an idea and they want to start a clothing line, or they want to actually start a business to be an entrepreneur? What advice would each one of you give them?
Man, I would say stay the course. Like once you start something, like that stay true to it, because you never know what kind of doors can open for you as far as new opportunities and just networking, meeting people and stuff like that.
I should try to stay true to yourself too. Don't switch up your values and all that other stuff. You know, just to get it done. Actually, do it because of what you say you're gonna get it done for.
And tell me, you ain't got nothing new coming? What you like? You ain't got nothing new?
I mean, I do, but you've seen a lot of it. You know, I just ain't dropped it yet, so
They ain't seen it.
they ain't seen it. I got these songs right here though.
Gunshots.
Y'all seen it before, actually. Y'all have.
Yeah, I had that. I had that one. Oh, they ain't seen that one though.
They ain't seen this one.
Yeah, and I don't even have that one either. I'm kind of feeling some kind of way.
That one's good. But yeah,
I got the OG. I got the OG in the back right there. They see the tan and pink trucker back there. And I also got the gray. I got the gray back. We stay warred up just in case you don't know. It's all about product placement. So the young people keep that in mind. It's always about product placement. You wear your stuff. The Tomi had on his brand, Javion had on his brand, I have on my brand. All right. It's always about product placement. People may not buy into you until you buy into you. And they may not even support you until they see others support you. That's why they said stay on the course. That's the most important part. Like even with this podcast, it gets hard. The editing, trying to figure out to stay on relevant topics, because the difference between what I want to do, me and Tomi, we don't want to talk about what's popular in the world. We want to talk about everyday things because that's what people talk about. I don't care about the celebrities' lives because they don't care about the poor people's lives. I want to talk about what's going on in the world of every day. So if that's not what you want to do, then I'm sure you deal with the messiness, and this might not be for you. But if for those that's trying to get some substance from the God to come through, this is the No Name Podcast, and this is your host, Wisdom Devine.
Hey, this is Tomi. We've been at it.
We have just had our first episode of 2024. And I want to say,
give it up for the guest,
to my boy, Javion.
Yeah, man. Love.
The Kingdom.
Yeah.
Can you just tell us how we can find you?
Yeah, Instagram, the.kingdom.co, man. Tap in, man. We lit.
Man, hey, the new sweatshirts, sweatpants, they drop soon, man. I'm getting mine for sure.
I got them. I got them. I'm gonna have air color. I'm not even playing. So look, we out of here. Gone.